Oh, good morning. Time is flying by, isn't it? I was talking to my grandboys yesterday about Christmas, and it seems like, oh, it's way too soon. So, let's see who has come here already. Chase, good morning. Oh, I'm not up high enough. Cavell, Marby, good morning. And Carol, very good. And Barbara Ward, happy Monday. And there's Christina. Good morning, Christina. Now, Marby, since I know you're there, I did not hear from you. You had won the free half-hour healing last week. So let me know if it's something you do not want, and then I'll redo it. But if you do, my email should be in the writing in some way. And I believe in last week, on Thursday, I gave you my phone number. So let me know today if you can, so I know what to do with tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much. So let's begin by asking Mother and Father to come down within this area of our space. Can't be just a room because I'm here and you're all different places, but to our energies and all the angels and all the ascended masters. And to those who are around the universe, receiving learning from that which we all experience. As we come to a point where we understand that there are walls inside of us, and it's by being willing to touch that wall, open the door, and be willing to understand what's there and embrace it, and to simply love it and transform it. That is the actual movement of the path. So we all have walls. There is no doubt in my mind. Some maybe are so deep that you can't see them, but as you keep moving, you'll find them. So let's do our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And take a breath. Good. So I was wondering what to talk about today. I don't by any means remember all the things we talk about. But manifestation came. So if we've talked about it before, maybe there'll be something different today. But what I do know is each of you are having a desire to have something different or more, or having a greater balance in some way in your life. Good morning, Julie Johnson. Good. So what do you do? First, I would make a list of things you desire, not things you want. The energy of want in the spiritual experience pushes things away. Because if you want it, that's the ego part of you that wants. The higher part of you desires. Giving it the question, the thought on a platter to God, being willing to be in His time when it's appropriate for that to be given to you. So we're going to make a list. And it can be about your pay or money that you have, but you want to always state it as you already have it. The universe is interesting. It can't determine what is or what isn't. So we must be very clear and talk that, let's say if I want that pink Cadillac, I have a pink Cadillac. I would like the motor for it. So you need to have a new way of learn thinking about manifesting. If you want more money for pay, you do not write it that way. You write it as if I earn such and such per month at my job, always open to have it be more. And that's how you expand it to be whatever it could possibly be. Another thing is, I desire all the gifts. I desire and own. Or we could just say, I own all the gifts God and Mother wish to bestow upon me. I am in complete acceptance in this moment. Can you see the difference? Feel the difference? Because when you ask for something that's in the future, they may never get to it, or you may never find that it comes to you. Let the universe know you have it. And when they look and they see it's not there, they will bring it to you. It's a quicker action. Let me see what that was. Oh, good morning, Carol Cook. Thank you for joining us. So I want you to get a list made. Maybe you're looking for a man in your life or for a woman in your life. No, you have it. And you're grateful that this person is spiritual and loves themselves. Describe the things you want as things they have. Again, you must put it as if it is in this moment. If you want a wardrobe of newer clothes, I am thrilled to own a new wardrobe of newer clothes to wear out of the house every day. If you need to get out more, I get outside to places, to people every day. And I am thrilled with my interactions with people that come to me and I smile and laugh. You see, you must say it as if you're doing it now. And it'll, even if you are, if you want more, that's how you ask for more, because they'll just bless it even more. So, manifestation comes from the back of the zeal point. Our third eye is where we dream. Dreams come true. By moving to the back of the third eye at the zeal point, Z-E-A-L. It is your manifestation point. Now, for most people, this is actually the most powerful chakra you have, and most people don't even know about it. But if you go there and start clearing the energy from a time when perhaps you didn't know you deserved to have things, and start to clear it and offer it love and offer it light, it will become awakened and will give you a perception of the whole universe. And perhaps that can become, instead of just around the earth, but the universe, that which you are safe being in existence with. So the zeal point also usually has a telescope there at the opening that's going to give you a finer quality of perception. And you need never leave the safety of the zeal point if you don't want to. Remember, it's your being and you're always a choice. But if you want to go to the Pleiades, you can go and look. Ask the telescope to tune in to the Pleiades and let you look with that fine dial. What is that like? And you always take your higher self and perhaps your joy guide with you, because they will always know how to get you home. So there's no fear that you can't get back, because you can ask to be just a observer. You know, there's people that go on journeys, but I don't suggest that. I suggest to begin by first getting used with your zeal point. And if you haven't gotten used to your normal chakras, I would probably do that first. You know, there's a front and back to everyone but the root and the crown. And they all have great intention and meanings. But the zeal point, even for people just beginning, usually will see a telescope and a table. And that's for you to sit at and to look around, to understand you're just not this human physical body. You actually already have built within you the capacity to see far beyond that. And as you grow and heal those 144,000 pieces of you, each time you embrace and love another part of you, the light increases and the spin of the particle spin increases and your consciousness rises. So the more it rises, the more you become ready to see and hear and know more about yourself. So here's a question, a couple of them. I always say periscope up, time to figure out the telescope. And the question I have first for you, did you know the telescope was in your zeal point? So write me back. I have been searching for the exact spot. I can't believe I get to tune in today. And, well, there's the answer. No mistake, huh? Yeah. Understand there's a lot of power in that zeal point. That's why as you move towards having your atom-catom field, it's going to be your most powerful chakra. So get about working with all the chakras, because if all your other chakras aren't really functioning or not in balance, you can't depend on that zeal point really having the energy to do what it can do. So love to you too, Carol. And Julie Johnson, she didn't know until now. Okay, so let's just all take a minute and see what our zeal point feels like. And it could be different for everybody. Perhaps you haven't even thought about it. Maybe you didn't know there were chakras in the back. I have no idea, because I hardly know all of you on a personal level. So first, we're going to get grounded. You have to always begin anything you do with connecting down through, call from the great central sun for the light of God, and have it come down through the inner being of who you are, down through your root, and down into the earth as far as you can go. I know there is a much better way to do that on my beginning videos, how to ground. And if you're really interested, you can go there and listen to that. But we need to have that root not flailing around wondering who it is or where it is. We want you to be rooted into the ground, deep within the ground. Okay? So, the world, if you haven't been rooted or work on being rooted, will look different to you. So let's go to that second chakra in the abdomen. In the front, we're going to spin it clockwise. Put your thumb into your chakra and turn your fingers this way. They all turn this way. Okay? These are emotions. These are emotions and how you feel about relationships. And in the back, very powerful spot in the back. That's why you hear often about a lot of people having low back issues. Well, here's why. Your identity exists here. And part of your identity for some people is the costumes that you wear. And one could be that you lie to yourself, or that you lie to other people, or you try to become someone you're not. All that, instead of the truth of who you are, can live there within the back of the second chakra. Also, all your financial issues, if you have them, they're also going to be in that same spot. So there's a lot of options for a great amount of trauma in the back of that second chakra. And that's not it. If you can look far away where you can gaze, probably in the beginning you won't see it, but who you are becoming, there is a wispy vision of it, that there will be some point in your growth that you will be able to see her. So, powerful second chakra, there's no doubt. It is the chakra of creation. It's where we, women, form babies, right? So just think, you have the breath of fire capacity within that second chakra. No, it's not the manifestation chakra that I'm talking about, but it does make manifestation of a human being. Interesting, isn't it? It holds a lot of your spiritual power. The more you can move and work in the back of that second chakra and get rid of whatever through time and time and time you've kept shoving over yourself, cloaking yourself, veiling yourself from truly being seen as who you are, the more all these things will become real and truly expand. So now let's go to that third chakra. Third chakra is yellow, and it is, I am a child of God. I am sure every one of you here would say, yes, that's true. And yet, if you've worked with thousands of people like myself, and we start working on that, you would find, well, maybe, I don't know. When we really get into talking about it, you find that, well, you're not sure if that conviction to that level truly exists. So it's a great healing experience alone to go into that third chakra. Perhaps some of you still have your parents as your so-called God and mother. That still happens. So there's just a lot to look at. The back of the third chakra is how you take care of yourself. Again, a chakra that can be this big or bigger in what's going on in your world. And everyone's different. Everyone's different. Maybe you're trying to eat the right way. Maybe you didn't know you needed to eat a certain way. Maybe you're not in connection with your physical body to know there's something at once and you don't know what it is. But that's what this chakra is for, is to help you find a balance, to let all the parts of who you are as a human begin to function harmoniously. And we've only went through 3 chakras. Fourth chakra, of course, is your heart. And it is all about your self-love. Certainly, much more is there for it. Loving other people, how you interact and contemplate, even looking and have love in your life, which can mean friends and all kinds of different levels. There's a great depth in the heart. And no time for me today to go into all those levels. But betrayal, there's a lot of things, aches and pains and all kinds of things are hidden in that heart chakra that at some point when you're ready need to be removed. It could be from another lifetime. You don't know. It's in there. So the back of that heart chakra is a big word. It's called betrayal. This can be betrayal to yourself. Or are you someone that tends to betray a lot and you didn't realize you were doing it? You know, the ego can have such a control over us that we have actions that are, you automatically do them, but you don't realize that they're automatically not good for you. That they're creating these scenarios that are going to become big enough that they're going to blow up in your face. At a certain time. So let me see. Here was another message. The statement you gave us, I receive unexpected income every day. Yes, did you receive income, Chase? And I understand. It wasn't in as if you already have it, because the purpose of that was different. The purpose of having that statement is you had to believe God would answer your call. But when you're going to manifest, it's different. You speak about it as you have it. And if that's the reason you brought it up, I'm grateful. But that was a specific intention to help everyone learn and to find if they can believe. And for those of you who didn't receive anything, try again. Because believing, is a necessity. If you don't believe in God, then there's not a part of you that knows God's going to come. Because what I know without any doubt is Mother and Father are always with me, anywhere and any place I am. And they're always supporting me and loving me. So, how does that start for people? I've had people be blessed from that first call 3 different times. A lot of money. So again, it's all the belief. Yes, she did receive money from a company. Good. It's not going to hurt to ask it every week, because there has to be something that comes for each of you to help you believe in God. I had miracles happen, like the day at the Buddha thing. My foot literally had the blackness of the broken ankle become little ants and go into the ground, and my ankle was fine. You don't just see that down the street around here. So I was taken to places where I could be shown unique miracles. But belief is what we're looking for. Can you really now go into your heart and know God heard you, Chase? And that you know that when you ask, God provides. That's the process. I received my nephew paying for an item I needed. Not actual cash. I would say that's pretty good. You received unexpected income. I believe that's right. So very good. But I really would encourage you to keep going with it so that unexpected income is a natural in your life. Okay? So do you want me to go back to chakras now? I was going through them. So we were on betrayal. Maybe that was the stickler. So this can look like knives in your heart. You just start pulling them out. And usually we find the biggest betrayer is to yourself. Out of fear, can be all kinds of things. Out of not being able to trust, all kinds of different things. And then the throat, your voice, is blessed to be your expression of God. Now think of the people in the world who are misusing that. Today, to this moment, somewhere. And we want to learn for ourselves to let every word we speak be a blessed word. Because God sits in that throat chakra, and that is his place to express through the vessel. Yes, perhaps you're not that vessel yet, but how you begin to prepare is in understanding and knowing that this is where you let God speak. So good. Back of the throat is your self-love, your acceptance, confidence, and success and non-success. A lot's in there. So you can have, like a lot of people in our world today have low back and neck issues. Craniosacral was developed just exactly for that issue. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this since I started. So then we're here back at the third eye. Seeing and manifesting. Yes, your dreams will come true. but we need clear chakras. We need clear understanding of perception. You have to get to where you can see. What do you see, and how do you see, and where is it at? There's so many questions. If you're receiving something from outside of yourself, who is it from? You don't want to just receive understandings or images that you don't know where they're coming from. But a lot to learn. And if you aren't seeing, know that there's a reason. Because everyone gets the basic gifts. And maybe there's another lifetime where, for some reason, you shut it off, it was stolen, who knows? But these are things to understand. Your third eye has the capacity to see beyond our world, see those things which are unseen. And on the spiritual journey, it is a gift that opens up. Okay? And the crown is certainly the divine knowing of God. We tend to think of it as our intellectual learning, the brain. But above that, there is a knowingness that's of God's that we say, and ask you to bring it down into your heart so that it will be aligned into the love of who you are. So it's called wisdom. So those are all the things that to begin to manifest must begin to have a balance. Okay? Any other questions or thoughts? I heard, I don't remember who exactly shared it with me, but the thought that I own all that God wishes to bless upon me. I am gratefully accepting all that is. Was from someone from, if I'm going to remember the name, from the Abraham group. They were doing it in a summer gathering for 2 weeks. Everybody had to have that same thought. And they found it did work because very amazing and unusual things came to people. When you're ready, I've had people say, no, I can't say that because there's still a fear about what Spirit and God means to them. So I'm saying to you, this journey is about an unraveling of all the times you've lived and discovering what puts you together and who are you really. No one really knows for a very long time. It's all a process. So, we talked about manifestation. Yes, I say I receive unexpected income every week. And it does, it always comes. Not always the same amount, and not always the same way. Oh, yeah, see? Spirit's saying yes, it does. So I hope you make that a practice for yourself. But as you work with your normal chakras, eventually you'll have time to sit in that zeal point, and you'll feel the higher resonance of it. And almost like it's a looking glass with laptops that show you different places in different ways. Yes, I agree. Chase says, I think if we let go and trust in the unknown, things start to happen. But I have to say, there's a place you have to get to do that. It's a beautiful thought, but you have to go through a lot of places to get to there. I had a teacher tell me you need to be able to stand up vulnerable in front of a group of people you don't know and just be honest about who you are. We always think that vulnerable is a negative word. And actually, in your spiritual growth, it's one of the most important words. Think of it even in relationships. If those of you who are in one, if you could stand before them stone naked and just talk about who you really are and what you really feel, that would just open so many parts of you that have been closed. Maybe you already do it. I don't know. But on a huge level, not a lot of people are able to do that. But it's a goal to not have attachments to how you feel or to those people who you do feel with. Like Jay said, if you just let go and speak it, and if someone walks away, someone walks away. It's that you're not walking away from you. That's the difference. And when you get to where you're not walking away from you, people tend not to. You have to understand there's all these different mirrors to understand. So here's Barbara. Thank you, Mother TheoSophia. Today's teaching was very deep, powerful, and informative. Now I need to be diligent to apply it. Many blessings to you too, Barbara. Yes, we took a simple subject, whatever simple is, and went to a number of little funnels that we could go and talk about. So, Marby, if you're still there, please get back to me and let me know. I have some openings this week, so if you want to reach out to me, we can get that scheduled. And if you don't, then I can reach out to the next person. All right, so I wish you all a great day. It's lovely here, of course. Florida isn't always lovely. We have a lot of rain sometimes, and it can get too hot. But once you live here a while, you don't really feel that either. I'm amazed. I don't really feel when it's 90 degrees. You know, where someone who would be coming to visit would be like, how do you stand this? So wherever you are, I hear it's getting cold up at home in Pennsylvania, in that area. So I'm a little envious because I love wearing winter clothes. And I was watching them on QVC last night, like, just don't need to buy them. I don't go there. So I think about all of you, no matter where you are. So many blessings. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.